Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Today's message comes in the form of song. Y'all, I legit polished my nails yesterday. The pink ones messed up, and one of them popped off somehow while I was sleeping. I just, never mind. It doesn't matter. Just don't pay any attention, okay, y'all? Anyways, so the song that God gave me is Your Mind Still by Young Blue, but also connected with it the Chloe Bailey remix. And so I found it weird because I was listening to music while I was getting ready before I was going to start recording, and God told me to listen to this song. Then God started talking to me about it. Then I went to the other song and God talked to me about it. So, anyways, I'm pretty sure y'all know this. I received a message, I think, connected to this song already, but basically, it's about it's basically about him. It's basically about him saying that he wants he finds out that his ex is getting married, and his heart is racing, he's going crazy, he doesn't know how he feels, he is confused, and he wants to try to let her know his feelings so that they can work out the relationship, and try to stop her from try to stop her from getting married, try to stop her from, getting to the altar. And he's basically just saying, okay, I'm going to read the lyrics. I really didn't want to read the lyrics, but I just feel like I have to read some. And it's just like, if I ever made you angry, girl, just know that it get better over time. They say time heals. She can't see her life without me. She's so blind still. Um, you can tell him that you're mine still. And I just feel like God is saying that that's how this person is feeling. This person is feeling like, and I'm being reminded, even while I was listening to the song, I was reminded of so many messages I received about how, when you may have been going through this heartbreak, this person may have been making you feel as though they were happy that y'all were apart, and they were making you feel like they were happy that y'all weren't in a relationship. They may have been flaunting other people in front of you, or they may have been making it seem like life was better without you. However, this person will one day have to look back and see you with someone else and feel like they were supposed to be mine. And that is their portion for what they did to you in that relationship. And so it's not saying that it's meant for you to be with this person. And I say that because the second part, okay? Um, Chloe Bailey's version says, they say time heals, so quit blowing up my phone because you're not mine still. We will never be again, you're in denial. You always make me go to sleep so angry. Got all these girls calling you baby. Why you always put the blame on me like I'm the reason that we ended this catastrophe? What a what about what you put me through? All the crying over you. I run away because I'm a track star. I'm speeding fast until I'm so far away. I cannot lie, leaving is so hard. But I know that it was way better than to stay. So stop telling all your boys that you're mine still. If I'm being real, you're sounding crazy. Okay? So I feel like I didn't say that the person. You feel like I feel like either you feel like this or you should. Or but I feel like you feel like this because this is like the response to this song, and um, I just feel like I was reminded of it, and I feel like this is someone's feelings. Like, you hear what this person is saying and you understand how they feel, and you may sympathize with them, but at the same time, you think about how they treated you, and you think about the way the relationship turned out. I just feel like God is saying that um, even though this person may miss you, they may miss you being with them. They may have not have been patient. Okay, I have received so many messages, and I received messages about someone whose spouse, they decided that they were impatient. The person had to go overseas to go and earn a living, and this person was impatient, and they broke it off, and they decided to not be with them anymore. And I've received messages about spouses that cheat on people, and I've received messages about spouses that just up and leave. And it's just like, I just feel like for whomever this is for, God is saying that this is someone that broke your heart. This is not just someone that y'all just, for whatever reason, were not together. Because if that was the case, there wouldn't be anyone else. So it's kind of like, for whatever reason, this relationship did not get to a place that, this person is now wanting it to be, and it's 9 out of 10 because of their actions. And 9 out of 10, their actions are not going to change. But their judgment from God is that they have to deal with that. They have to go through that. It's like a grieving process for them. And it's not because God wants to make them miserable forever. It's to help them, actually, because while they're going through this grieving process, they're going to realize how they treat their relationships. And they're also going to realize how they treat people that they care about. And it's just like it's sad because this is like the most sad part about it is you teaching this person stems from them realizing that you can't be with them and they can't be with you. It's not like, it's kind of like a thing where when you lose something and you can't have it, you now realize that next time you have to do better. But I don't know how I can explain it, but like with abusive relationships, sometimes it's like if you stay with the person, they just gonna carry on doing what they do. Like, especially if it's like a really bad type situation, or it, and I'm not even just talking about physical abuse. I'm talking about emotional abuse. Even if it's someone that's like serial cheating on you or whatever it is, that is abuse. And if this abusive relationship, if you just decide to leave it, and then now you're happy and you're with the person that God has blessed you with, someone that's going to treat you right, and now this person, they want you back. God is saying you take that person back if you want to, but 9 out of 10, they're going to still be the same person, because they're going to think, not only what does this person believe what I said, they believed everything, they left somebody that really was nice and was genuinely caring about them for me, and they know how I am, and they know it, like that, they'll eventually go back to being themselves. But if that person is just completely gone and never, like, that person is going to have, like, they're going to be forced to change, and it's a change that has to happen. And I'm going to also say that it doesn't always mean that it's not meant for whoever this is about to end up together again. But I just feel like it's not going to teach the lesson. Like, the lesson that God is teaching this person is based off of this. And yeah. Okay, so let me get into the scripture. That was a long explanation. The scripture comes from Psalm 149. Sing to the Lord a new song, his praise in the assembly of faithful people. Let Israel rejoice in their maker. Let the people of Zion be glad in their king. Let them praise his name with dancing and make music to him with timbrel and horn. For the Lord takes delight in his people. He crowns the humble with victory. Let his faithful people rejoice in this honor and sing for joy on their beds. May the praise of God be in their mouths and a double-edged sword in their hands, to inflict vengeance on the nations and punishment on the peoples, to bind their kings with fetters, their nobles with shackles of iron, to carry out the sentence written against them. This is the glory of all his faithful people. Praise the Lord. So God is saying that this is your blessing. Like, your blessing is to be able to move on. Your blessing is to be able to, you know, to get the love that you deserve. And, God is just saying that in some cases, also, your blessing could possibly be this person realizing this, because for some of you, it may be a situation where maybe you do, miss this person. But, I'm also, I'm also like, y'all, I'm reacting like this because I'm hearing God, and God is like, you better tell them. And God is like, also, okay, if you are married, okay, you can't just up and leave your spouse because now all of a sudden you feel all these emotions for somebody else. Because if you gonna do that, low key, you don't need to be married. Because guess what? That is not going to be the first person that you going to come across along, like what, 50, 60, 70 to umpteen, years, that is going to be so attractive and so charming and so wonderful and so just, I love them so much that they make you feel like you like them over your person. And you are going to have to be strong enough and to love your person enough to say, you know what? Nah. But that's the thing about marriage. You have to make sure the person that you marry is somebody that you love enough that you will turn down anybody else for them. It has to be somebody that you love enough that you like you strongly feel like you don't want to live your life with anybody else. You have no longing in the back of your mind of what if I went and been with what if I, if you're constantly doing the what if I feel like you are doing that because you don't feel like your person is there. And I would assume if you're doing that, you didn't even marry them, or you're not married, or you're just in a relationship. And I just feel like God is saying when you get married, make sure that you're sure, because you never know what life is going to throw at you, and it's so much that be lurking. Like, it's just like the young women that will come for men at a certain age, and it's like young men that will come for women at a certain age. And it's like it's just so much going on. And it's, I just feel like God is saying that if you don't open your eyes to seeing that, um this is not the first person that's gonna try to do this. This is not the first person that's gonna come along. And if every time somebody comes along and you think they shiny and they new and they look good, every time somebody come along, you're gonna be breaking your oath. Every time somebody come along, you are breaking a blood oath that you made in front of God. Okay? Every time. That's basically what you're doing. Okay? And you know, just because God is not striking you down, and God is not making your life feel like misery, and God is not taking you out of here, and God is not doing all these awful things to you, does not mean God did not see it, and it does not mean God did not write it down, and it does not mean that you will not have to answer to God when you stand before him, because every man that walks this earth gonna have to come in front of God and answer to him for every sin that they made. And that's the message. Okay, that's the message. That's the message. That's the message. That's the message, y'all. Okay, God is just saying, like, nah, you can't. You already you have moved on, and this person is having to look at that, and they're having to watch that, and they're having to see that, and they're having to view that. And it's not fair that it may not feel fair to them, but in reality, God is saying this is what happened because of how they treated you. In reality, this is a relationship that wasn't, I feel like this wasn't even, this is an ex. Like, this is somebody you weren't even with. You were single and you got in a relationship with someone. And now that you're in a relationship, now this person wants to come back and be with you. When you were single, this person wasn't worried about you. And God is saying that if you, um, you know, you open your eyes to that, then you'll see. And the way that she's coming back, she's saying, I cried myself to sleep so many nights behind you. My heart was so broken behind you. You hurt me so bad. And now here you are trying to say that I should be with you and trying to say that I'm yours. You know? And I just feel like that's literally what she's like. How dare you even fix your mouth to say that I belong to you? Like, no, 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 no. Please leave me all the way alone, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way alone. Go back to wherever you crawled from. And God is saying that this is what this person is going to have to deal with. But this is your glory. This is your blessing from God. This is God pulling you up. This is God lifting you up because you were hurt, because of what you endured, because of what you had to go through. God is saying that, you know, you went your separate ways, you built yourself up, you got yourself together, you met somebody that you fell in love with, everything worked out, it's beautiful, it's happy, you're happy, and now this person is trying to come in and make trouble in your relationship. And God is saying that in reality, when you think about how this person has treated you, it just makes you like, no. Like, I think she even said in the song, like, ew, please leave me alone. Like, no, please leave me alone. And goodbye. And that's the message. That's the message for some of y'all. Your victory is actually being able to say that. Like, this person has hurt you so bad. This person has hurt you so bad that it feels good for you to be able to tell them, no, I'm good. But, they may be upset about it, but in reality, God is saying this is what they deserve because of how they treated you. And yeah, that's the message, okay? And don't it's not for you to go around and feeling like, oh no, this person is going to be miserable forever. They are not going to be miserable forever. God is not going to punish them forever. They will eventually be okay. In reality, if they were treating you that way, they didn't really love you, and they probably just more so want to have control over what you have going on. They probably want to control you, okay? Low key. They feel like one of their pieces then got out of place. So they got to try to get that piece back into place. And they're struggling, they got to get the piece back. And I just feel like God is saying, like, they'll be okay. They'll be okay. Regardless they'll probably either find somebody to fill that piece or they'll just have to move on with their lives. But in reality, they'll be fine. They'll eventually, if they, decide to live their life right, God will give them happiness. It's not like God would turn away his love from them. But, some people start to think that they are Superman and Superwoman and they got to save everybody. God said this is not for you to save. This is his job. He's doing this. Get out of his way. Okay? And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.